Okay. A video review of Theodaria. Story, typical good versus evil. It seems Crankus, or Cronkus, however you want to pronounce it, sends his minions of hell to destroy human beings over the world. Now, what I gathered was, there's a bunch of these gods, right? Some good, some evil, some neutral, you know? And they all decide, let's make a world, let's make a Earth. And they do their mojo, and there's Earth. Though, then mean old Crankus, Crankius, decides to secretly make his own little lair, and he makes some evil guys. Orcstuses, he makes some undead butterflies. Yeah, I don't like those. I feel others. It's one thing when you got like chasing butterflies, if you're that type of noob. When they're chasing you, and they do a little bit there, they do a little bit of damage. It's not fun. Take it from me. It's not fun. Anyway, back to now lots of servers that everybody knows now. It's just populated with real servers, real math, real servers. We're 90% done quests, and we have Yalahar and the Big Oak. How pretty! Like it's become like a laughing stock for Tibia, like the actual website. They're just like, they're trying to copy us. They're always on there saying how they're making us better, but they're just trying to copy us. It's such a bad example for scripters and programmers that have gone into this type of work. It's sad, really. Well, 7 cities. Most servers can struggle with just 4, but they've got 7. All custom, all storylines. Oh no. What I'm thinking, I haven't seen it all, but I'm thinking all gods. Like a god per city. Which is cool. No vocation system. That means you decide, you know what? That's the thing with the other servers, right? You like, there's like custom vocations where they do a little history about it, where you can be an assassin, where you use just weapons, but you can also use an elite. People are like, hey, yeah, assassin, I can be an assassin. Well, there's no vocation system at all. So you decide you want to be an archer that is good with axes. Sure, you can pick off the bad guys charging at you, or butterflies. Bad guys charging at you, coming at you with a couple arrows, or a couple throwing stars, switch over to your axe and do battle. You can do that. You want to be a knight? You know, you come across PvP with someone else, you're a knight, they think they got you figured out. Really? You got a high magic level too. Start throwing fire bombs, energy beams, undead butterflies. They're in trouble. They're throwing off their game. They don't know where you're coming from. Another thing that I noticed, doesn't really say anything on there, but it's like a 7.4 or less client. I'm not sure which one. So there's no hotkeys. No F1 to heal, F2 to kill. No, it's drag and drop. Standard. Old school, man. Old school. So that should bring the old school people there. Not finicky old school people. They can get a little upset when there's not enough old servers. Not corrupt. I'll tell you a little story. I pop on, meet the GM right away, so he's on. He's doing things. Get a little down the road, and I accidentally buy 7 studded shields. On accident, I swear to God. Accident. I don't want to talk about it, it's kind of sad. But, anyway. On 7. And I was all like, well, that was stupid because it was actually the NP's mistake. And it was. It wasn't my fault. I didn't say 7 instead of 1. I'm not high or anything. But, he did something. Yeah, he didn't give me my money back. He didn't tell me how to get my money back. Told me to find a job. and he gave me that, there's 2 commas and then a slash. 2 commas and a slash, which is like a SOL, buddy. SOL. The NPC system. Now, he put a lot down there where it's really hard. You got story, you got features. It's an eyesore, really. And a lot of people, which is why I think there wasn't much of thing. But the NPC system, you can attack them, which is cool, right? You're up late, you're doing an all-nighter or whatever, you're a little high, and you decide you just don't like Soya's face. Do something about it, pussy. Do something about it. Though, they're usually pretty strong, and if you kill them, the city will be after you. So it's kind of like what I like to picture anyway, Assassin's Creed. Because you gotta get into it with all these mobs, except you can't just push them out of the way, they attack you too. So it's scary. You can go far enough away, and they'll leave you alone, obviously. They're not just gonna chase you all around the damn continent. But all the NPCs in that city from now on are gonna hate you. Brings me to the honor system. Lots and lots of quests. Almost every NPC's got quests, if not more than one. And you do them, you get honor in that town. And he'll get this. There's books around where you can check your honor for different towns, and there's a lot of them. The book's huge. It tells you your skills, which is how the no vocation system works. You get skills, like Final Fantasy. 2 to hit points, 5 to strength, whatever. So, like I said, you get 310 skill points per whatever you want to put in. So you decide, I'm going to have lots of distance, little magic. You do it. They got custom sprites, giant gods. Yeah, giant gods. Taking up half the damn screen. Give me type ROFL to the GM, because that's new. You might want to log on just to see these giant gods. Storyline. A great storyline. I'm not even kidding. The first server I've ever been on, the first server I've ever heard of, the Tibia people have parents. Well, mom, but parents. You think all these RPGs, but it doesn't show where you come from. You're in a temple. How'd you get to the temple? They don't care. They just want you to play the server. Well, you spawn in your house, like Ash Ketchum. And there she is. I attacked her, and she mom slapped me. She mom slapped me, and I had to shut her in the kitchen. Not even joking. That's the GM. My story. He told me to. Skill learning. He's got alchemy, wood cutting, smithing. He's got clans like Final Fantasy 12, where you go to different clans. Fire clan, Water clan. They teach you different spells. You got to learn your own spells. Custom sprites, like I said. You got it's really, really RPG. Lots of reading. So if you're not into RPG, if you want, just log on and kill a bunch of monsters. Bunch of monsters, sorry. I'm tired. Bunch of monsters, then it's gonna be pretty hard. You raids, of course. Yeah.